Hello, it's me, Danyell Carmelita, your favorite tarot reader and astrologer. Who's excited about this full moon? And how is Libra season for everyone? And if you are new here, welcome. We are going to talk about the full moon. We're going to go into some horoscopes. I'll post some tarot as well. And yes, before we get into it, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. You know your duty. My window is open, but you know your duty as a YouTube viewer. So please go ahead. This is how I get paid from you. If you like, comment, and subscribe and share, go ahead and tell me your zodiac sign. Tell me what you think about this full moon coming up in the comments. Now, also, I have a podcast, if you guys didn't know, and it is about the current events, and I tie it into astrology and even conspiracy theories that's even thrown in there. I also use tarot. I pull tarot for whoever is listening, and I also pull tarot for the current event. So astrology and tarot is what you get. I think we talked about last podcast, Doja Cat, MTV, Burning Man. We talked about it all, okay? Last few videos I had up is that the sun entered Libra. That was actually a live video, like this is live. And in that video, I did not astrology, I did horoscopes. So if you want to know how you are, if you want to know your horoscopes for the season of Libra, that is in that video. Also, I had a video on Mars entering Libra, did horoscopes and tarot on that. And if you're just into tarot, there's that. So that I have this video that you can also watch, and it's just tarot. So yes, that is my sponsors for this video. I am sponsored by me. Now let's get into this transit, the transits that we have, and these are the current transits for this week. Go ahead and screenshot it if you need. Now at the bottom there, when it says September 30th, it says Libra at the end, but that is because the South Node is in Libra, just if that brings any confusion for anyone. Also here, I have the moon report shown here, and I'm trying to see how I can be shown with this moon report. I'm not sure. I'm always trying to figure out how to work the system. Let me see if I can do it now. Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. That is the moon, okay? For anyone who wants to know, these are the moons for the week. And yes, I am going to explain each one actually. But let me show myself first. Yeah, I always feel pressured to know the buttons, and I'm always still learning the system. Every time I do live, I add something new to it. So please have patience for me. And the camera's here, and I'm looking down here because this is where my laptop is and all the information with my laptop. So let's get started with currently, what we have currently. Currently right now, we have a few planets retrograding. None of the personal planets are retrograding. However, if a planet is retrograding, it's always important to do any of the words that start with RE, like redoing, repairing, reminding, reassessing, remembering, okay? So we have Uranus, Jupiter, Neptune, Saturn, and Pluto. All that is retrograding, and I talked about that. We have Uranus, the planet of freedom and unexpected situations. That is, use all the RE words for that, and humanitarianism. Jupiter, expansion. Anything you touch will expand. Good luck, optimism. Do all the words regarding that. Neptune is spirituality, what's hidden, and do all the REs for that. Saturn is representing our boundaries. It's our father figure, time, and structure. So do all the RE words, replenish, revisit, rewrite, redo. Anything that starts with RE, revamp. You have that. Now Pluto, and mind you, these big planets, they always retrograde, okay? So, and they're not personal and close planets, so it doesn't hit us as much, but there is still retrograde happening. So a lot of inner work is happening whenever a planet's retrograding. Also, things are happening in reverse. The planets are not moving in reverse, but things are happening, like the functioning that they naturally function in is actually not working the way that we normally expect them to. I mean, Uranus, expect the unexpected. Maybe we're going to expect the expected, but it varies for everyone who is, because everyone's an individual. God made us all individuals. But Pluto, lastly, before I forget to explain that is the planet of power and transformation. So also intimacy. So that is retrograding, to do all the RE words with that. Now, September 29th, Mercury goes direct. Oh, okay. So Mercury was retrograding. It was direct. It is direct. So it doesn't go direct September 29th. However, it is fully out of any residuals that we are feeling. So any car accidents, miscommunication, gossip, any of that, you may still feel little remnants of that, but it goes fully into that energy September 29th. And because it will hit 21 degrees, that is the degree that it started retrograding. So if you're confused by that, I hope I explain it. I hope you understand it. And also I have a video on Mercury retrograding, so you can check out that video. But just know September 29th is when it's all in the clear, especially for all my Virgos, because it was in the sign of Virgo, still in the sign of Virgo when it was retrograding. So you guys might be feeling it more than anything. Now, let me show you this moon report here, and let me explain the moons, but let me see if I can, I'm trying to see how I can be shown here with this. I don't know why it's not working. And once I think I know something, I don't. Okay, so, oh wait, let me see if I do it here. No, what about here? This? Okay, still trying. You don't see me pressing buttons, but I'm pressing some buttons. Okay, so let me just tell you about this moon report, and we're going to explain each moon. And the first moon is, on the 24th, we have Aquarius. So that's all about emotionally dealing with some freedom. Okay. And also maybe some things that are emotionally unexpected happening. Great time for making wishes when we have this moon, because it's all about hopes and dreams. Also, anything moving forward, future. That is the energy with that moon, with this moon. Don't be surprised if you're too frank or people take offense, because it is about your personal freedom and your emotional freedom. Okay, so on the 26th, we have a Pisces moon, and it's a great time dealing with any type of water, like taking a bath. Also dreaming, it's going to be big whenever we have a Pisces moon. It's about connecting into your intuition and spirituality, okay? And also emotionally. Anything dealing with tangible and like practical matters is kind of out the window when you're dealing with that Pisces moon. Now on the 29th, we have an Aries energy. It's all about being first, okay, and courageous with emotions. Now, try not to pick a fight when you have an Aries moon. It's also very physical energy. So emotionally, or if you're at home, you can do something physical like work out at home, because the moon is representing home energy. And then lastly, for this week, we have a Taurus moon, and that is on the 30th. And that is, indulgent. Especially at home and being lazy. It could be the emotions that we're dealing with. It's a great time for relaxing, eating, not so good for any unpleasant tasks, okay? But if you want to indulge, if you want to have some self-care, that is a great energy. And also try not to be stubborn, especially when it comes to your emotions, okay? So now let's start with the transits. This is what we're here for. But the moon is very important. So that's why I just started this last week, the moon report, okay? Because emotionally, you're like, why am I so angry? Well, it could be Mars, but why am I emotionally frustrated? Why am I so irritable? Why am I, moody? All that is dealing with the moon. So that is why I've decided to add this moon element. Also, too, when there aren't any big planets aspecting any big things, the moon is always going to cause something because it's moving so fast, right? So, so anyway, that's why we have the moon if you're into astrology. So let's get to September 23rd. Well, actually, September 24th. Let me actually move. I'm actually trying to get this calendar here. September 24th. And then I want to show this. Here we go. Okay. So September 24th. If you see, we have Mercury in the sign of Virgo is trining Jupiter. in the sign Taurus. That's going to happen at 5:10. Let me see if I can make it bigger. Is that too tiny for you guys? You know, feel free to comment and let me know. Okay, I'll make it bigger there. Now, whenever we have a trine, it is naturally going to just come to us. It's the universe is on our side with this energy. Everything is going to just magically work out with this energy. So Mercury in the sign Virgo, you're dealing with the energy of communicating very clearly, all right, and very thinking about the details and thinking slowly, taking your time to think about things. Jupiter in Taurus is all about abundance and resources, or what you deem resources, your body, or whatever you value, right? And so thinking and communication, if we're talking about communicating about ingredients, because that's very Virgo. Restaurants, bread is very Virgo. Health, organization, that's all going to be working in abundance, and it's going to be very optimistic, and it's going to be working very well with being advertised or appreciated. We might be blessed with profit, with money, loans, even beauty could happen with this. So there'll be clarity and details dealing with any type of resources on September 24th. Is very great, very positive. Anytime Mercury is trying anything, also, I always think of clarity, okay? Wide-ranging interest, there will be a curiosity, very positive and optimistic outlook. Confidence is what you get with this, and a gift for planning and negotiation. Well time for buying and selling. If you're in that business, this is the ideal. Oops. Scoot you back. Sorry. But this is the ideal time to learn something new. Jupiter is all about research, and Mercury is with thought and how we think and process things. So it's positive, especially with Virgo. Really great for learning things because it's mutable, and Virgo is very open with that. So moving forward with your life goals is great with this. Accomplishing compliments coming your way is what you get. Anything dealing with traveling too, and higher research, higher learning. Very positive, are planning to travel. That works too. Okay, so September 25th. Let's move on to the next day. Okay, and actually, I want to actually set this up to Aries. Okay, so September 25th, we have the moon in Aquarius and it's trining Mars in Libra. Now, moon in Aquarius, because we don't have much going on, the moon, of course, is always going to aspect, is always moving. And when you get this, there's inner strength and determination, emotions, right? Dealing with our freedom, dealing with social gatherings, dealing with our relationship, dealing with our hopes and dreams. It's definitely going to work out in pursuing and achieving things, especially in a balanced and a harmonious way, or especially in a way of beauty, right? There's passion, there's energy, and emotionally directness. You get this courage, confidence, drive, all that emotionally. Now, it's also sextile. Venus is sextile Mars, and Venus is in the sign of Leo. So it's a lot of passion there, okay? A lot of love going on, fun, love, creativity, and beauty, and achieving that and really going ahead and doing it, and especially in a Libra way. And a Libra is all about harmony and through relationships, right? And peacemaking. So you have that energy. Now, the moon is going to be opposite Leo. So it's sextile Mars, but it's opposite Leo. So there could be some craving sugar, some overindulgence. Emotionally, if you don't feel love, you're going to be wanting sugar. You're going to be being a little lazy. So be aware of that. Emotional temptation, the love of your life there might be some unsettling situations there. Okay. Emotions on freedom and female energy that is different is contradicting your love, or your love of children, or your love of crafts, okay, or any type of romance energy. Okay, so the moon moves fast though. This is all moon energy, and moon, Venus and Mars is different, but that's positive. But the moon moves fast, so it doesn't last that long. Okay, so let's move on to, I just realized I don't have my water here, to the 26th. Okay, so the moon is in, again, not that much going on again here, but here's the moon. The moon in Pisces is going to conjunct Saturn in Pisces. Conjunct means that they're together. The energy is more vibrant. They're sharing energies, and it's going to be stronger together, right? So spiritual self-control, because moon is very emotions and is very feminine, and Pisces is feminist and it's internal. When I say feminine, it means internal, not very outward, right? And the moon and Saturn are in the sign Pisces. Pisces is always dealing with the unknown, secrets. Romance is also dealing with that. Photography, art, being very artistic and creative, spirituality and intuition, right? There's more, but that's it in a nutshell. So emotionally maturity can happen, especially when it comes to things that are unknown or death or secrets, because Pisces energy could represent death. Spirituality, spiritual self-control can happen with this. Deeply felt responsibility and integrity, especially for the need of the people, because Pisces energy is very compassionate and it cares about the people. Also good for establishing new habits and rituals. You have to focus in order to achieve the most positive rewards with this energy, because Pisces energy is very cloudy judgment, okay? But anything dealing with intuition and spirituality, great, okay? Things that are not tangible, amazing to work with. Emotional satisfaction through hard work, a gift of focus and sustain and introspection. Again, there's that internal energy we have with that. Okay, so also too, I didn't say that currently we have more, the sun in Libra. I did discuss that in the last live video. Very, interesting energy for people who are aggressive, but it's all about relationships and balance and socializing. Okay, Libra is a very social energy. So we all have that going on. So beware of when you have these mood swings, because it's moody, just be aware that that might be more heightened than ever in the sign of Libra. Sorry about that. Okay, so we have September 27th. Yes. Okay, so September 27th, again, we have the moon. And the moon is in Pisces, is opposite of Mercury in Virgo. And again, this moon, Pisces moon is very emotional, and it's going to be emotional that day. And there might be some confusion, especially when you are communicating and thinking. Communication might be very unclear. When we're dealing with the themes of health, ingredients and details, organization. Okay, so be aware of that. What else do we have? Think before you speak. You should do that anyway. I mean, Aries energy may not, but just be aware of that, because there's a lot of confusions and finding the right words might be a little confusing, but this doesn't last long again because we're dealing with the moon. Now, here's the big kahuna on the 29th here. I didn't see much on the 28th, so that's why we're going all the way to the 29th, and it's all about the full moon. So the full moon is in Aries. It's going to happen at 2:57 a.m. Now, it's in 6 degrees. 6 degrees, why do we look at that? Because each degree means something, and it hits us, right? And it's a Virgo degree. So a lot of Virgo energy is still haunting us. For some haunting, but I like Virgo energy. I work well with it. I get nothing but profit from Virgo energy. So, but remember, there could be some diminishing, trying to make something smaller, improvement, health, work, routine, pets, to be of service. All that you get with Virgo. And if you look up the Sabian symbols, which is a book, and it's about when you look up Virgo and 6. And yes, I look up 6 because at 2:57 a.m., let me actually go to this for you. 2:57 a.m. Here we go. 57 a.m. If you see it, and I really want to point this out here. If you look at the moon, and the moon is in that 9th house, the sun is in the 3rd house. It is actually 6 degrees on the dot. when it is opposing each other. Okay, that is not common. It's usually something and something, 6 and something, right? So I looked at exactly 6 degrees in Virgo, and it is a merry-go-round. That is the theme of that degree, and the key word is diversion. Cycles of experiences. And remember, on the 27th, we're a little confused, and that energy is going to keep following, possibly with this. So be aware of the cycles, repetition, but also you want to have fun because you're dealing with a merry-go-round. But the merry-go-round is representing cycles, and it's just going around and around. And do you want to repeat a new cycle? I mean, an old cycle, or do you want a new cycle? Be aware of that. And also, think about having fun. By refusing to profit from your mistakes, going in circles, reputation, you may want some new opportunities. Pleasure and enjoyment is still the theme here. So maybe like all work and no play, because Virgo will give you that. So be aware of that. But we are dealing with Aries energy. So I'm sorry if it gets confusing. The small little detail of it is in 6 degrees. And it's saying like there's cycles here, and you may not want to repeat them, or you maybe want to be aware of them, right? At the same time, you want to have fun if you just keep doing the same thing. So that's one part of it, a small part of that. And then on top of that, it's an Aries full moon. And anything dealing with Aries is about being assertive and courageous and independent and a leader. Very passionate energy, very enthusiastic, and a desire to initiate an action and impulsive and competitive and direct in their approach. Okay? Anytime we have Aries, that's what you. Okay, so anytime there is a full moon, just straight up. Now I know I just said the Aries attributes, and that's what we kind of get with this full moon, but anytime there is a full moon, just know that and did I show? Yes. Okay. Just know that if you look at the chart there, the sun and the moon are complete opposites. And depending on your rising signs, they're going to hit different houses, but they are complete opposites anytime there is a full moon. So there's always this tug of war between the ego and emotions, between the inner and the outer, right? Between the physical and emotions. I just said that, but the masculine energy and the feminine energy. Okay. So there's always this tug of war, this opposition. And the full moon in the lunar cycle is the climax. So anytime there is a full moon, there is a climax that hits the fan, okay? And there needs to be some like awakening, okay? So there's tension between the celestial bodies because they're at polar opposites. And it's about hidden emotions and conflicts coming to a surface. Anytime there is a full moon, it's a powerful time for inner work. The full moon is a process of negative emotions, fears, upsets, arguments, disappointments, drama, wrongdoings. All that happens during a full moon every time, and it hits others. Some full moons hit some more than others. So Libra full moon will probably hit more of the feminine signs more than the masculine signs. And I mean, this is Aries full moon. It will hit more of the feminine signs more than the masculine signs, and highlighted areas in our lives where we need to find balance and resolution. And it's all about forgiving and releasing. Anytime there is a full moon, forgive, release. Okay. So now let's talk about when you have this Aries full moon. Okay. So we talked about Aries energy. We talked about anytime there is a full moon. And now let's talk about Aries full moon. This energy is very fiery because Aries is a fire sign, and it's very rash, okay? It's about being hot-headed. There's some selfishness. The Aries is all about the I, because Libra, the sun is in Libra, and it's all about the team and relationships. And the Aries is all about one, okay? So it could be a lot of arguments dealing with those themes. Also fast energy. Aries wants to be first. It's very impulsive. So you have that energy that could be a thing. Being brash, blunt, and competitive, ignoring other people's wants and desires, finding a balance between your needs and others. And what else do we have? Yes. So that's pretty much what I can see. Okay. We have some stuff far as like, if you want to have an altar for this Aries full moon or anything in spiritual practices. Okay. Dark purple is great. So like a dark purple crystal, dark purple color is great for this full moon. Ivy, the plant, is a great plant for this full moon. Wine is great. An apple, because we're dealing with this season of apples. A temperance card, if you're into tarot, you can put that on your altar. Yes. So what else do we have? Yes, that's what we have. This full moon in September is to honor the wealth that surrounds you and provisions. You have to put away the winter months. You have to put things away for the winter months. You'll be happy to have them, because just like you preserve jam in a pantry, you make the jam in the summer and then you enjoy it in the winter. So it's all about saving things, okay, for a rainy day. And that is what you get also for this Aries moon, balancing independence and relationships, emotional intensity, resolution and leadership, patience versus being very impulsive, self-discovery. Full moon in Aries also is about self-discovery, and it illuminates that energy. And then you have it in Aries. So it's really going to encourage individualism as a whole and letting go. Remember, it's all about letting go. Any frustration, any conflicts, release and let go. Now, some rituals. Sorry if you hear that. My phone's going off. Any rituals that you can practice for this full moon in Aries is meditating and reflecting. Aries energy is all about initiation. So focus on what you want to start and achieve. Aries energy is always about the new and starting and beginning. So you can meditate on wanting to achieve something. And manifestations could happen during full moon too, especially if there's a conflict. So yes, you have that. Write down your intentions and be very direct and assertive and very clear and concise, because we are dealing with Aries and being very courageous. Light a red candle. Red is associated with Aries, and because Mars is the ruling planet of Aries, and that is red. And red is got a lot, right? The color red is about energy. And what else? I know I put what the color red candle, meaning the color red is associated with a variety of intentions and energies, making it versatile it's about, here we go. The color red is about releasing and letting go, movement and exercising. Yes, I must have deleted it. But red is about passion. You definitely have that with anything red, and love. Those are the two things off of my head. But I know I had some stuff for red. Here we go. So anytime you are lighting a red candle, you can set some intentions on passion, bravery, strength, courage, action, and energy. Okay. So that is what you get with red. Now, again, you want to release and let go anything negative. Movement and exercise, especially in a home, is great for this full moon. Charging your crystals and gemstones. Red jasper, carnelian, garnet are great crystals, and they're associated with Aries. What else do we have? Visualization and affirmations. Visualize anything you want to happen. Again, that goes with more setting some intentions. You can create a vision board. You can take initiative, because that is very Aries energy. And connecting with Aries. Aries is it's a social sign. So reach out to friends and loved ones, especially with the sun in Libra. Okay. So that is what we have for the rituals that you can do for this full moon. If you want to know the horoscopes, please stay on and we'll discuss that later. So now the transit that same day, we have Venus in the sign of Leo, and it's squaring Taurus. And if you could probably see that there. And we're going to have this until October 1st. That's when it starts to die down. So desire for independence, surprising romantic developments could happen. And it may be bad, it may be good. Okay. All depending on the individual, because Venus and Leo is all about romance and love, and being very showy with your love and extravagant with love. And Uranus is expect the unexpected, or maybe there is someone who wants to have some freedom in their relationship. So you have that. So challenging in relationships with this energy. There may be some creative sparks, someone unexpected, that maybe you'll fall in love with. That could happen. Remember, square, though, is more of a challenge, okay? And it's always something you have to work hard to really, it's like a wake-up call of some sort. Financial instability can happen with this. Seeking some excitement because you want something different with that Uranus energy. Reevaluating values and impulsive actions can definitely happen with that aspect. Now, September 30th, let's get to September 30th. Now, we have Mercury in Virgo trining Uranus in Taurus. And this is great. Like I said earlier, the trines, what they mean, it's, the universe is on your side. You don't really have to do work for this energy. And it's about innovative communication, practical genius. Okay. Uranus is very intelligent energy. And also in the sign of Taurus, really intelligent when it comes to your resources and banking and money, whatever you deem and value, right? Technological advancements, economic insights, efficient work habits, being very open-minded, environmental awareness, because it's both earth signs. So yes, all the environmental earth things are really big. Also, some unexpected news. Maybe it'll work for you. It's a great surprise that might really work for you that day. Venus and Leo is going to trine the North Node that same day. And the nodes are about your future impacts, right? So the North Node is what you are meant to do in this lifetime. And the South Node is your past, right? Your karma. And then again, Venus and Leo, Venus is all about love, beauty, and art, relationships, right? And Leo is all about admiration. And everyone look at me. Wants the attention, and is associated with self-expression and creativity and confidence. So when you have that together, it's very self-love and confident in love. And then you have it trining that North Node, and the North Node represents our collective destiny and the path we're encouraged to move forward in growth and evolve, right? So with the North Node in Aries, there's an emphasis on assertiveness and being independent with our destiny, right? And being the first of something with our destiny. And it's working with that love and beauty and creativity. So confident self-expression, passionate pursuits, self-love and authenticity, taking initiative in love and relationships, and balancing independence and partnerships. Now, while it is trining that North Node, it's going to sextile the South Node. So revisiting the past, any past relationships, especially because we're dealing with Libra. Libra is all about relationships, self-expression in relationships, karmic balancing, because Libra is all about the scales. Also, I'm going to do a video on everything Libra. I've been doing it on all the zodiac signs, so go ahead and look out for that. Creativity or artistry in relationships, social events, and networking really can work well, but it's something that was from our past that's going to work for us. And letting go of any superficiality, that is the one that I really love, because I'm a Scorpio moon, so I like some depth here. Okay, so next week we have some interesting transits coming up. First, let me try to, there we go. Okay, so back to me. Hello. So next week we have Mercury is going to be opposite of Neptune. Look forward to that. Now, what we have coming up again is in the future is the eclipse season. So we have October 14th, we have a solar eclipse, and then we have a lunar eclipse October 28th. So get ready for that, and I'll go into all the details of eclipse and everything. So that's what we have for next week. So let's get into the horoscopes. But before I do that, let me do some tarot. So the tarot deck that I have is the Neurotic Feminine Tarot. I realize that I always yell during my live, so sorry. My apologies now for yelling, if I did that. And okay, so I'm going to just do this for the collective, what we need to know for the week, and then we'll do the horoscopes, and I'm going to pull, that's me shuffling the cards. I'm going to pull some more cards for each rising or sun sign. If you want to look at all three, your sun, moon, and rising, go ahead. Now, here we go. There is a transitioning happening. Something is going to die and something's going to bring a new, especially when we have that full moon. So that's what we have for the collective. Just be ready for that transition. It may seem negative, but it's positive. And then we have the sun. So look at this. And then you see here the sun is rising in the background of this card here. And then we have the sun. So something's going to die, something's going to be released, something's going to be let go. There is a transition here happening, very Scorpio energy. Something deep is going to happen, no surface level energy. And then we have the sun. It's going to be very productive. It's going to give birth to something new. It's going to bring light to positivity, very creative. Also, this can represent fertility and very masculine energy, pursuing a thing. So we're going to let go and release some things as a collective and pursue the new and the bright and the shiny and the very ego-driven, very positive energy. Okay, so now let's get into our horoscopes. Now, let me put on my ticker so you can see with these horoscopes here what to look for when you are looking for your horoscopes. And let me see. Yeah, I'm not going to pull up the chart. I'm just going to tell you. We're going to first start with Aries. Aries, welcome. How are you doing? And let me get into this. Your full moon is in the first house, and it's going to be all about your identity, okay? Your personal identity and your self-expression. There is a culmination of personal goals and desires, a time to assert yourself and take a lead in your life. And it coming up in the next 2 weeks, because this is going to affect you for like 2 weeks. Expect to take a turn on something with your personal or professional life, okay? Release any issues regarding your looks, okay, or appearance. There's a tug of war for your needs and for your personal needs versus others, okay? Let me pull tarot for you guys. And we have the Magician. This is also representing Mercury, right? And communication and intelligence and how you process information. This is also the card of action. So God has given you all the tools to pursue some action and some drive. Sorry. So go ahead and apply some action with this, especially in that first house. Go ahead and process things and make sure you're clear with your communication and how you express yourself, because that is a form of communication. And yeah, and have some action and drive. Let me see what we have on the bottom here. We have the Three of Pentacles, which is all about collaborating, learning from someone new, someone young, and really working with the team. So work with a team because you're dealing with yourself. Again, we have the issues with others. So work with a team, find balance with working with the team, and at the same time, have some action and drive and work on the communication. All right. See you guys next time. Bye. Okay, Taurus, welcome. And your full moon is in that 12th house, and it's all about the subconscious and spirituality and solitude. That's going to be the emphasis with this. A culmination, some type of closure with spirituality practices or inner work, a time for introspection, meditation, letting go of anything dealing with the past. In the past 2 weeks, it's about taking the upcoming 2 weeks with this full moon. It's about taking the time out and really seeking solitude. Okay. So release things that you don't want to talk about and forgive other people for anything they have done to you. Forgive yourself for anything you have done to anyone else as well. There is a tug of war between things you have to do every day to keep taking over the needs of your inner peace, because it's opposing that daily routines and organization. So be aware of that. And spiritual. Also, it's opposing tangible versus intangible. Okay. Let me pull some tarot for you guys. So we have a card that's screaming. We have the Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Swords is all about like stealing, right? There's some cheating, stealing. So be aware of that. And the Swords is also about your mentality and communication and logic, right? So there is some cheating or stealing with your communication. Maybe people are lying, or maybe people are not being honest, or they're saying these things out loud, and not the best kind of energy, right? And Look at this. On the bottom of the deck, we have Justice, which is very Libra. So this could be you dealing with that. And then there's going to be some justice. Libra energy is all about depending on someone else, right? And you are right now on your own. So there is some need to forgive. Okay. If there was some cheating and lying, there's the energy of forgiving and practice some harmony. This could be some inner harmony, especially with that 12th house placement. Okay. I will see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, Geminis, your full moon is in 11th house. This is all about social groups and friendships and aspirations. Now, this is full moon. Your aspirations and your hopes and dreams may have a conflict here, okay? It's about group endeavors and friendships, so be aware of that, and aligning with like-minded people and pursuing your dreams. Now, in the coming up weeks, you might have some upsets with some friends or groups or whatever this collective energy you're hanging out, like a fraternity, a book club, you know, if that's a group. Release what you've been wishing for your dreams, and manifest. Release that if it's not coming up. If you're like, why are my hopes and dreams not coming up? Release that negative energy. Also forgive any friendships or that collective group that you're mad at. There could be a tug of war between you versus your friends. Okay, with this full moon. Let me pull some tarot for you guys. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. So there's going to be a gift for you when it comes to resources, right? Or health. Now, we're dealing with a group. So I wonder if God is giving you an opportunity to learn something here, because the earth energy is all about learning. Now, on the bottom of it, we have the Two of Wands. Yeah, so there's some gathering some information here that we have. And this is like you're not seeing it as much, but this would definitely be clear. God is giving you this opportunity, something dealing with some type of resource. And maybe this friendship thing, you're not aware of it. It's going to cause this to manifest. Maybe it's your hopes and dreams, actually. And it's going to get you the fire and the drive, because the Two of Wands is all about fire and drive to actually collect the information, to do the research on it. Okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed your reading. I will see you next time. Bye. Okay, Cancers, welcome. I'm a Cancer sun, so I love Cancer energy. Your full moon is in the 10th house, and that is the Capricorn. It's all about your career, public image, and your ambitions are going to be the focus, and it's the goal. Now, these projects and these goals might be an issue. Might be an issue with your public life, with your professional life. Maybe some issues related with your workplace, okay? Release anything dealing with maybe working too much and not spending time at home, because you're going to have that tug of war between home and work, and you want to release all that negativity. Sort out whatever is related to work, because that might be coming up for you in the next few weeks. Let me mix this tarot for your full moon. Ooh, we have the Ace of Cups. So this is the beginning of not just being curious, but the beginning of romance. And we are dealing with this Mars in Libra, and it's Libra season. So this is all about love. Also, you know, not just a new romantic, but practicing compassion, because water energy is very compassionate and nurturing and spiritual. Okay. So all this is going to happen. God is going to give you that for this full moon. And then we have the Four of Cups. So it's all about meditation and being compliant, being grateful for what you have. Also, not thinking of what you lack. Think about the things that you have. So especially when you have this career, if there's some issues there, you want to practice compassion and spirituality and use your intuition. Or it could be a love interest and you guys are just having a love spiral, a love spat. And this might bring someone who is very romantic in your life, so you don't need to worry about the work, but also you want to be content what you have. You don't want to be too greedy. Okay, I hope this resonated with you. Let me know. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, Leo, so actually let me drink some water. Okay, so your full moon is in the 9th house, and this is all about education and travel. Okay, higher learning and philosophy. All that is going to be significant with you. Educational pursuits, travel plans. That's what you get. So it's about expanding your horizons and seeking higher knowledge. So with these 2 weeks, you can be dealing with worries, and that deals with connecting with study and research and travel are the great cosmic quests, okay? There could be a tug war between being here and wanting to be home, like being away and wanting to be home. There could be that tug of war, or publishing versus writing a book. That could be the tug of war. Small ideas versus big ideas. Release the energy that grass is greener on the other side. That needs to be released during this full moon. Apologies, I have my window open if you hear that. So let's see what we have for my Leos. Ooh, it's all about resting that mind, resting that voice, resting in communication, and also working with others. That needs to happen for you guys as collective, especially with this Mars and Libra and the Sun in Libra right now, okay? So with this, you want to work with others and you want to actually listen. Stop talking, okay? Actually calm the mind and really take things in versus teaching is more the thing, okay? I hope you guys that resonated. I will see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, so Virgos, your full moon is in the 8th house. So this is going to be really big for you. It's very transformative, and shared resources could be a thing here, and deep emotions all going to be highlighted with this energy, and financial matters or transformation with financial matters can happen. Release any baggage that deals with deep emotions, okay? Just release any emotional baggage and really go into the emotions really well. In the coming few weeks, sex, money, and power could be a big theme. Release anything that's holding you back or bogging you down or stopping you from living the life that you want to live. Okay, amen, amen. There could be a tug of war between your money and someone else's money, okay? Let's see. Ooh, some cards fell out because it gets deep. So we have a few cards for you. I'm going to do them all. Okay, so we have the Judgment card. The Judgment card, and I'm trying to cover up some of the bodies here. So we have the Judgment card here. And this is a major arcana. There is an awakening or a calling, something for you to find the truth here, okay? Also, the word judgment also is involved with this. So there is some judgment, some awakening, some truth that needs to be revealed, a calling that needs to be happening. There is going to be something that really shakes you up. And you may think it's chaos, but what's really going to happen is that you realize that you are depending on a false structure, and that your real structure is the things that God has given you. You know, your natural ability to have discernment, to be logical, to be practical. What else? And to actually have the energy of dealing with others and to socialize and to communicate, right? There's more intuition. There's a lot, okay? Love and compassion. However, you need to focus on that stability and that structure, right? So there's a calling, there's an awakening, there's going to be something that shakes your core. This shift, this chaos that may happen will cause a transition in your life. Something's going to decay and die off to bring something new in your life, because the sun is rising on that horizon there. And also to try not to look at what you don't have. This is also the card of grief, and looking at the emotions of everything. So this will be a very emotional full moon for you guys, and just be aware of that and accept it and take it in. Remember to think positive. Don't think in lack. Think in what you do have, and know that, you know, God has your back. The universe has your back. You know, God has created you like the sun and the moon, and you have the same power, okay? All of my Virgo placements. So this will be a tough one for you, and it's okay, because there is a transition. Transition is always good, okay? You cannot be stuck in the same place, all right? I hope that there's some major arcanas that were pulled here, some major cards that happen for you. That means some big themes, not little secrets. So be aware of that, and let me know if this resonated. And if you want some more, go ahead, click the link in a bio, or you can hit me up in the DMs or whatever they do. Comment. Yes. Okay. All right. See you guys next time. Bye. Okay. Libra risings. This is almost like Libra is in the home of Libra with this energy, your full moon, and relationships and partnerships and collaborations all are going to be the forefront with you. And partnerships related to matters or contracts could be a thing, law, anything dealing with law, balancing your needs with the needs of others. Incoming 2 weeks, you can expect relationship issues could be at the forefront. Release anything dealing with love or relationships. If it is a problem, time to release it. There could be a tug of war between your needs and your own needs. Okay, Libra risings. Let's pull some tarot for this full moon in Aries. So you guys might be losing some sleep over this relationship, and there's a lot of anxiety and fear and nightmares, possibly that you're going to be alone, and you're never alone. Also, just from this full moon, you're going to have some progress. You're going to be moving. There will be some travel happening, something new. Especially, it's going to give you the drive and passion to move forward with your life. So it's very positive, even though you may not think it's negative. You may think it's negative. Also, these are not major arcanas. These are like little incidents in your life. So this is not going to hit you that big. Just a few weeks of your life, of your whole life, it will be fine. Okay. It's not positive, but it's okay. And you will be okay, because at the end, there is some positivity. So just a little bump in the road, but it'll be fine. All right. See you guys next time. Bye. Okay, Scorpios. Okay, your full moon is in the 6th house. It's in the house of health, work, daily routines. All that's going to be very big. And work-related health issues, or health goals, or work projects, reevaluating your daily routines or your well-being. Releasing the issues of having habits, or like day-to-day habits, or not being perfect, or criticizing yourself, okay, or toxic, unhealthy habits, or just be aware. There could be a tug of war between your need to deal with the real world or do your duty in a spirituality realm, if that makes sense. Okay, so spiritual versus tangible. All right, so Scorpio risings, I love you guys. Okay, you guys are pretty deep. The ruling planet is Pluto. Let's do what we have. So during this full moon, you're going to feel like you have a lot of load that you're carrying. And with this card, the end is new. This is the end. This is the beginning of the end, is what I'm trying to say. So, and this is a 1 and a 0, both of them together. So there's some infinite possibilities coming up and a start of a new journey. So be aware of that. But there is a lot of load far as your drive, and a lot of load far as your creativity, or a lot of load far as conflict. And then we have the Empress, and look at her. She is giving us Venus slay. Okay. And Venus is the ruler of Libra, and it is Libra season, and that sun is in Libra. So really practice some self-care during this full moon. Really practice some self-love during this full moon. Also, maybe giving birth to a project of some sort, right? There is a lot of load here, and there's a lot of baggage that you are carrying. You're doing a lot of work. Could be physical or mental. And here we have the energy of that it's going to be okay. You need to take it down. And this is a major arcana. This one's not that big. So you may think this one's big, but the real issue is here. The real issue is that you need to practice some self-care and some self-love, and really take in this Libra season and practice some indulgence, okay? All right? See, get into beauty, beautifying yourself, beautifying your home. It's all Libra energy, socializing, and just taking all the Venus energy. All right, I will see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, Sagittarius risings. This is me in this energy. So your full moon is in the 5th house. It's all about creativity and romance, self-expression. Children can play here. All that's going to take the center stage. Creative projects, romantic relationships. It's a time for fun and self-confidence and enjoyment. In the coming up weeks, it could be about focusing on having fun, or focusing on children, or focusing on creativity. Release any issues allowing you not to take enough time to have fun, or to not be with children. So be aware of that and release that. Or if you have children and they're a little bit older, they're not working for you, release that negative energy, okay? Not that kids are negative, but anything dealing with kids that is negative, if that makes sense. Like if your kids are spoiled, I don't know, I'm giving you an example, but just it's all about releasing for this full moon. It could be a tug of war between your friends of what you need, because we're dealing with the 11th house, and yourself. A tug of war between your friends and romance, a tug of war between your friends and children, a tug of war between a social group and your creativity, okay? Now, we have the world, very positive. It's a culmination. There is happiness here. I mean, this card to me is very positive. It is the end of something. And also this is like the world, the internet. Okay. But really more importantly, a culmination of something. Yeah. So there's a completion, there's some achievement, there's fulfillment, sense of belonging, wholeness, harmony, and very positive. And yeah, so this is going to be great. I'm a Sagittarius rising. This is also Jupiter energy, very abundant and happy and positive. So yeah, I'm going to leave it at that because I would like that for the full moon. So whatever you have for this full moon, know that there is going to be some success with it. So take it, learn your lesson, release, let go, and take the success that you have. Let me pull what's at the bottom. At the bottom, we have a Two of Cups, which is a very romantic. Okay, so there could be a love interest here, or focusing on love, especially with this Sun in Libra and Mars in Libra energy. So go ahead and, go ahead and focus on love and focus on someone your values are aligned with. Okay. All right. I will see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, Capricorns, your full moon is in the fourth house. The fourth house is all about your family, your home, where you feel safe. It could be also a mother relationship, security, emotional security is all here. So home-related projects, emotional release needs to happen here, or healing with anyone from your past or your family. Release personal life, home, family, any issues dealing with your mother as well. In the upcoming 2 weeks, you want to pay attention to your family. And there could be a tug of war between what you achieve personally and professionally, okay? Your home versus a professional life, okay? Let me pull some tarot for my Capricorns rising, and it is the Ten of Cups. Yeah, so it's really a focus on family and being abundant and being happy with your family. That is what's going to happen. And then we have this Libra energy. So this Libra energy is all about finding balance between the two, finding balance with your family and the polarized opposite and professional. And also this could be dealing with law and family, or this could be relationships and family. Okay, so that's what we have here. Now this is a major arcana. This is saying, life is going to be abundant with your family, and there's happiness and love and compassion with your family and your children. Now this one is a bigger deal, and you need to find a balance between the two, especially when it comes to your logic and your communication. And Libra is a very social energy, very intelligent energy. There's a lot of logic dealing with this energy, and practicing the balance between the two, between everything socially. Okay, so just be aware of that's a bigger deal. You want to find harmony is really the word I want to say. All right, see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, Aquarius, welcome. Your full moon is in the third house. That is all about communication on any level, and siblings. It's also about your day-to-day activity in your neighborhood, your community. So projects and communication. Projects and communication is going to come up. Expressing your thoughts and ideas more assertively could be a thing. In the next few weeks, you may want to really mean what you say. Okay, or you could say more than you mean. You need to release communication issues, okay, and especially if they're dealing with your siblings and neighbors. Be careful what you write down on paper, because we're dealing with communication on all levels, or what you're putting on the internet. There could be a tug of war between where you are and where you think you should be, okay, because it's the smaller versus the bigger. Okay, let me pull my Aquarius rising, some tarot for you. We have the sun's very positive. Also makes me think, focus on that Libra energy, because that's where the sun is. It's all about Libra. And If it's in your third house, the sun is in the ninth house, and that is all about the world and expansion and being positive and optimistic. And again, you have the Two of Cups. Not again, but someone else had the Two of Cups. So it's really about focusing. It makes me think, the sun is making me think, focus on Libra energy and relationships, okay? Especially in that third house, really practice harmony and love. Practice everything that Libra energy embodies. You know, really try to find a balance. Hear people out. Listen to what they say and take it in. You may not agree, but let's be very harmonious, okay, with this full moon. Okay, communication is key. All right, see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, Pisces. Hello, Pisces risings, Pisces suns, Pisces moons. Okay, your full moon is in the second house. Financial matters and material possessions can come to the forefront with this full moon, and there's going to be a culmination with financial endeavors or money-related issues. Reevaluating your values and what you truly value in life. And in the coming up next 2 weeks, because this is 2 weeks energy, really think about your financial dramas and focus on finding a solution on any of your resources, okay? Release any issues that you have dealing with money, property, or possessions. There's a big tug of war between your money and what other people owe you or what you have to pay other people. So be aware of that. Also, yeah, your possessions and power could be a struggle war, or your possessions and intimacy could be a transformation, and a big transformation with your resources also could be a big issue for you, or a big transformation with your home. Okay, so let me pull some tarot for my Pisces. And we have the Temperance. So yeah, this is also very Libra energy, right? Practice moderation and everything. It's more Sagittarius, but for you, practice moderation with everything. There's some healing and with your community. There's some healing with some stability. There's some healing with structure. That's what we get here with this Four of Wands. Very positive, but the Temperance is the major arcana. And the Temperance is all about moderation and alchemy, like put in what doesn't work. And you do have to use that for Libra energy, okay? This one is a bigger deal than this one, but this is here to support this. So this is about weddings or some type of celebration of some sort, or it could represent your community and structure, okay? With that Four of Wands. So, but with this, you need to practice moderation and balance and alchemy, all right? She's got 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on the land. So practice intuition and practical energy as well, okay? Yes, I hope you guys enjoyed. And yes, I will see you guys next week. And share, like, and do all the things that a YouTuber, someone who watches YouTube would